something was wrong. Alright, I'm back. Alright, I'm back. I'm here. And I want to give y'all another update on me being sick. Alright. So, yesterday, like I mentioned, I got sick. I got sick yesterday / the day before yesterday. It was way after my uploads. I started feeling scratchy throat. Y'all should know it by now. Yeah, but y'all know I'm feeling all these different types of feelings, feeling all these new. Excuse me. I have to blow my nose constantly. I just finished this roll today. Probably need to go grab another one. But as you can see, I can get up, walk around with little to no issues. Anyways, so what I was trying to say was, since y'all know I'm sick, but bruh, what do you mean, bruh? But yeah, anyways, yeah, I need to grab more of this. So today, most of today, I have been lying down. Well, basically, let me start out how my day really started. My day really started by Pippa waking me up at 5 o'clock in the morning, as she always does when she gets fed up with Muff meowing 24/7. And other than after her getting in, I said, you know what, screw it, let me just feed them this morning, and let me just stay up. Let me stay up a little bit, go do my thing, go do my usual, right? And I know I said yesterday, I'm going to take this opportunity to only vlog, but I don't know, part of me wanted to really play Ninja Gaiden again, get right back into it, play Ninja Gaiden 1 real quick, so I could, because I remember yesterday, it was bothering me that I played Ninja Gaiden 2 before Ninja Gaiden 1, and I'm like, okay, let me do the playthrough of Ninja Gaiden 1, or the Japanese version of Ninja Gaiden 1, or whatever, because I heard that it's slightly easier than the English version, and I'm like, you know what, why not? I don't know why my Discord messages are failing to send. Hold on a second. Anyways, as I was saying, about today's video, or not today's video, but just what happened to me today. So I decided to just do that Ninja Gaiden video because I was like, why not? I love Ninja Gaiden. Let me give it a chance. You know, let me give it a play. And I decided to play through the whole game. Took me over an hour, whatever, yada yada yada. That happened with little to no interruptions. Well, I mean, other than the usual Ninja Gaiden BS, but yeah, but basically, most of my day has kind of consisted of Pip waking me up, me feeding them, you know, played Ninja Gaiden for a little bit. Thank you, boy, for stopping by, and thank you for liking the stream. After that, I spent a fat minute just chilling on PlayStation with Chris, because I think I got him in party for a little bit. I can't remember. I think it was like for over a few hours I got him in party, because I was just chilling off camera by myself. All that other sort of stuff. I can't remember. I'm trying to remember, but I can't remember all that well. But, basically, I remember I spent some time with Chris. I think it was after my Ninja Gaiden. Yeah, it was way after my Ninja Gaiden stream. I spent some time with him. And then after that, I said, yo, Ronnie, you know what? Let's go do some voiceovers together because, and Lexi, welcome to stream. By the way, I know I'm sick, and I should not be doing voiceovers or playing video games, but you guys know me, man. I don't like taking a break for no reason. If I'm alive, if I'm fucking breathing, I'm going to stream. If I can, even if I can't even form sentences, alright? And, you know, y'all see me live here, I'm gonna be live. You know, I'm gonna try to be live to the best of my ability. You know, so regardless of how it's done. But anyways, other than that, I put my all into those Zelda dubs or whatever dubs I was doing. I can't rack it. Yeah, just some Zelda dubs, something. I won't tell you the game, but I'm just gonna let you know it is some Zelda I was working on. But yeah. Anyways, so did some Zelda dubs. Yeah, did some of that, all that other sort of stuff, and after that, I went to sleep for about an hour. I woke up. I decided to take a shower, and you know what? I said, since it's 4th of July, I want to celebrate 4th of July a little bit by maybe showing y'all some videos, this vlog from Void a little bit, or just sit and talk. You know, we'll do like a mix or something. But when's the last time you played Podcast Tycoon? I mentioned in my experience with it that I am never playing it again. She has 8 rebirths. Yeah, I'm sorry. Good. Go ahead. Like I mentioned, I don't care anymore because I'm not rebirthing 10 times to get the Rogan podcast. That's way too much rebirthing for me. Way too much. All right? I'm not... I decided to not play that anymore. You can forget it. But, yeah. But anyways, as I was saying is, I just decided to stop playing the game. I even made a video, of my experience video entirely on Podcast Tycoon. So I'm surprised not a lot of people saw it, but yeah. I beat you in 2 days, though. Okay. Alright. That is gonna piss me off. Alright. I literally just mentioned I'm not playing anymore, yet you want to come in and tell me, hey, I did what you did. You know, I did what you did in 2 days. You know? Oh my god. You know what? That fucking reminds me of fucking Louis the other day. You know, when I was, you know, this... Okay. That shit's pissing me off. Because Louis did something similar, right? Because basically, I was sick, right? And I offered Louis, hey, let me go to the gas station real quick for you, because we need some better water than some faucet water, right? I asked him, yo, let me go buy some purified water at the gas station, you know, like a case of it or something, right? And Louis said, I'll give you like $5 to $10. And I said, bet. All right, cool. I got $5 to $10. I go over there. I buy the case of fucking water, right? It was $5.06 for a whole case of water. And on my way back, look, I was ready to pass the fuck out, right? I was on the verge of passing out, because keep in mind, I got the dry heat. Actually, no, I think it's even worse than dry heat, because keep in mind, it rained, I think the day before, that day, right? So I was dealing with dry heat mixed with a little bit of humidity, right? So I was going out there, I felt like I was on the verge of passing out while getting the water and while carrying it back, right? And keep in mind, I'm not at full strength yet. So me carrying that fucking pack of water was a pain in the fucking dick, right? And the case even ripped, too, on top of that on my way back. Because I was struggling so much to carry it, because I was just like, oh my fucking god, I don't know if I can even make it home with this case of water. So I come home, I go up the steps, and I tell Louis everything. I was like, Louis, the case ripped because I was struggling to carry it. Well, struggling to carry it, slash, it ripped due to the heat. I think it was like a mix of both, right? And, you know, Louis was telling me, damn, it's not that heavy for me. Not trying to flex, but it's not that heavy. This man literally said he wasn't gonna flex, yet, you know, continues to flex and then talks about his workplace. Now, man, I'm glad I worked at retail for like 2 years. It gave me more body strength or whatever the fuck. Right? Right? And I'm sitting there like, are you serious? Did you really decide to flex on me? Like, quote-unquote humble flex, because I told Renee about this, and that's what Renee called it, a humble flex, or whatever. Did you really decide to flex on me when I'm fucking ill as shit after you got me sick in the first place? Because of your fucking boss? That shit pisses me off. And I didn't do nothing because I'm like, I'm not trying to start nothing. But Louis really pissed me off in that fucking moment. So, that's a story, right? So, no need to come over and tell me after I already mentioned I'm done with the game. Oh, I beat you in 2 days. Good. Good for you. I'm glad. You know, thanks. Man, it's funny because I haven't been this pissed all day. Other than maybe Ninja Gaiden 2 from yesterday and today. Other than that, I haven't been that mad. Or even all that mad. You know? I've been chilling, trying to deal with my fucking nose over here, because I've been laying about, coughing, and fucking getting in here, right? And I'm sorry for you, man. Nah, you're all good, Void. It's fine. Why didn't he go then? I don't... Well, I mean... I guess he just... I don't know why he didn't just go. You know? Because I think he was talking to somebody. But he has data, so it's even less of an excuse for him not to go. But I guess he just didn't want to go at the time. And I said, fuck it. I'm down to go do it. Whatever. Right? Laughed my ass off. I didn't know. I wanted to share a silly moment, bro. I honestly was just trying to joke, but I see that's not the case. I won't make such jokes anymore. Anyways, as I was saying, right, was other than that Louis moment and maybe the moment here, you know, and maybe Ninja Gaiden, but nah, Ninja Gaiden pissed me off a lot more, but a lot more. You do the same bit over and over again 5 times in a row, if not more than that. Me, dude. That's how it feels playing Ninja Gaiden. Getting bird enemies flying at you from the front, getting fucking enemies flying at you from the back, getting enemies that are right in front of you on the ground, right in front of you in the air, spawn from right underneath, from under you and shit. It's a whole fucking thing when you play. Watch the Ninja Gaiden videos, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Now you probably know why I won't play Contra on the page. I probably will one day, but I don't know if I want to play anything past the first one. But for any... Actually, I don't even want to go back to that hell. Oh my god, I barely beat that game too. But you know what was cool though? Me beating Ninja Gaiden 2 on stream for the very first time. Not just on stream for the first time, but me beating Ninja Gaiden 2 NES for the very first time. That was cool. I didn't think I was going to beat that game. I quit that game at the final boss because of how bullshit, how BS the final boss was. But anyways, so I was scrolling through Void's channel earlier, looking through some stuff. And I see he's made a few more edits. Oh, what the heck happened to edit? Oh, edit 6 was a regular video. I got it. But, I was scrolling through, Void's page because I just happened to see some stuff. And I didn't see, but his part 5 and his 6 video, right? RXTM 5 and 6 has some of my Crash Bandicoot Platinum Relic moments in it. And, you know, I didn't think he would make 2 to 3 videos on it. Right here. You know. I watched a minute of this one, but I'll go back.
This video is very loud.
I bet. Want to delete them? Oh, no. No, don't delete something you spent hours of yourself with my footage. You don't gotta do that. But I saw Void make videos about this, and I deleted my entire streams of these. Because since I deleted my streams of these because my dad said I was banned from using the TV after, which I'll re-explain the scenario too in this stream, right? So I got banned, right, from streaming, or not stream. Well, banned is a strong word, but more like I'm not allowed to do it anymore, right? But it's a mix, right? So me and my brother, because of what I did, right, and this kind of it didn't bother me until much later, right? But basically, when I got not even mad at, actually a little bit mad at Dad, right? Just the slightest bit, because he was kind of pissing me off a little bit in the middle of the relic, right? Because he was trying to talk to me about the relic, and I looked like I was about to flip my shit because I'm trying my best to contain myself, right? And I said, I don't want no more trouble. And Dad actually, what I didn't tell you guys is Dad was in the kitchen like, I don't want no trouble. Said that under his breath as well when I said, I don't want no trouble. I don't want nothing, all right? I don't want no trouble. I don't want to flip out. Basically just trying to tell myself, no, don't do it, don't react, don't blow up, don't do nothing, right? Basically because of that, Dad comes on over and says, this is your last stream on my PlayStation. This is the last time you're able to be on my PlayStation. The very last time you're going to be on it, right? And because of these Platinum Relic streams that I made, or at least the last one, part 4, anyway, not part 2 or 1, 2, or 3, but it was mainly part 4, right? Because it was a Platinum trial that was 34 seconds flat, right? I got banned because of that. I got banned from trying my best to hold back my anger from Dad, right? And what really pissed me off, right, about that was because not only I got banned from the PlayStation, but Louis did too, right? And keep in mind, all Louis does literally on there, keep this in mind, y'all, is literally watch YouTube. That's all he does. And then if he's out there with a friend, he'll watch Netflix. I'm not joking. This is literally all Louis will do, is those two things only. And yet, he's barely on there anyway when he's out there because he's on his phone, right? And it's all because of what I did, quote unquote, right? And that's something that pisses me off. I was like, why is Louis suffering for something I did, even though I felt like I barely did anything to begin with? All I said was, Dad, please, I'm trying my best to do, essentially, all I'm trying to say is, Dad, I'm trying to do this Platinum trial. Can I please focus? Essentially what I said. But because I got a little bit aggravated, at him, I got banned, and then Louis gets banned too simultaneously because of what I did. Now, I don't know what you guys think, and also Dad said in my stream, which also pissed me off because Louis said that way before Dad did, don't break any of his stuff, don't do nothing. You know what? It honestly pisses me off to begin with that, but people have to come over and tell me that still, right? And I want to let y'all know this ahead of time, right? Ahead of time. Like I just said, right? When people tell me, hey, don't break something, right? And I'm already on my goal of not breaking something, I'm already working on that. You don't have to remind me of that, right? That I'm not breaking shit. I'm not slamming something. Matter of fact, that entire stream, the entire 3 streams, I did nothing. Actually, the entire 4 streams, I did nothing. Sure, I was looking for shit sometimes, but that was me at best. I was looking for shit to destroy, and I didn't do it, right? Because I was holding back, because I knew it wasn't my place. It wasn't my room, right? It wasn't my room. It wasn't my area. Right? And usually when people tell me that shit, I honestly want to go back to breaking shit. Because you're saying the fucking obvious that I've been working on for a long time now. very long time now. And again, that pisses me off when people do say that to me. Like, for I know I didn't say it in the stream, but when Jeremiah said, hey, I heard you threw a Wiimote at your dad's TV, where the fuck did you get that from? I never play Wii outside. Like, let's be real, okay? I'm gonna tell you all this. I never play my Wii outside of this room. Ever. I don't play my Wii out there. Out there. The only thing I've ever played was the PS4 out there. That's where my shit was streamed. Out there. Out there. That's it. Now, what you could say is I could reinstall Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy and redo it, reboot it up, you know, on my PS5, right? But honestly, I didn't feel like it at that point. I just didn't feel like it. Didn't feel like doing it, you know? Just really didn't feel like doing it after everything over there, right? But, and I wanted to be truthful to y'all because this shit bothers me, right? And again, I'm trying my best. But yeah, and Void, you're right. That is absolutely not fair that Louis gets to lose the privilege. I mean, don't get me wrong. Again, I'm not trying to say the PS4 was a big loss because I stream on the PS5 all the time. That's where I mainly stream anyway, right? I stream here and my Wii. Those are the main systems I use to stream, other than this tablet whenever I want to play NES and other things, right? That's what I like to stream. That's what I like. That's what I use mainly, right? So losing the PS4 was not a big deal, but to go as far as Louis is not allowed to use it, and this is why I was thinking about talking to Dad about it, at least trying to get Louis the opportunity to get it back, because I feel like that is completely unfair, and unfair for you to do that to him, right? To me, what the fuck ever, dude, because you know what, and keep in mind, my dad has been pissing me off a lot more as of late, and I don't know if that's something that happens when you get older. You start to really dislike your parents more and more, or they start to piss you off more and more in your later years. I don't know if that's true for every kid, but my dad has really started to piss me off, like, a lot, as of late, and not just as of late, but like a little bit over the years, more so the last few years, and when my dad was a fucking drunk, you know. Obviously those times, but I'm saying like more these times because of what my dad says and whatever than like, not ever before, but like a lot more neutral. It happens. Okay. Because I didn't want to be like the only one that somewhat hates their parents sometimes. I dislike my dad sometimes because he says the wrong shit at the wrong time, you know. Because he's an open mind or not an open mind person, but he says shit at the wrong time sometimes, or he says the complete obvious that I already know at the worst times, and that shit bothers me. You know, it bothers me. And then and another thing that bothers me about my dad, right, is instead of talking to me outright about the hole in the wall here, right? If you guys remember during the Punch-Out stream. Nothing, all right? If you guys remember that period, all my dad says is, I left because of you, right? I left the whole house because of you. And keep in mind, this was his Sandra phase, which his Sandra phase is on and off, right? Instead of talking to me about the hole in the wall, right then and there when it was new and fresh and it happened, the motherfucker, and my apologies for my language, but Dad wants to bring this shit up to me weeks later after this is already old, this is not relevant anymore, right? He wants to bring it up and talk to me about it when we're already weeks later and I'm doing a Roblox stream and I'm just talking about feels and shit. Weeks later, by the way, this was in Roblox stream 70-something. Mid or late 60s or around 70s. I can't remember. But around that time, he wanted to talk to me about this hole in the wall over here that I made forever ago. Or just the holes in general, talking about, Alex, you know, when you put these holes in the wall, you know, something about, like, it's wrong. I mean, that's more money out of my pocket, or whatever, you know, and blah, 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 right? That hole in the wall over there, you want to know why that was there? It's because of Louie and Dad's constant fucking arguing as Louie and Dad's constant arguing over the years. It's Louie and Dad's constant arguing over the years. My bad, I keep stuttering. And that's how you know I'm really pissed off about this. Still, it's that shit mixed with just blowing up about it. That's why that's there. This is there because of Punch-Out Wee's fucking challenges and not understanding how to fucking do bald bulls and a mix of just me losing my fucking shit. Right? That's how that happened. And again, it bothers me a lot whenever, you know, Dad doesn't talk to me about these things beforehand. Instead, let's talk later, weeks later, when it's already kind of irrelevant, to kind of bring this to my mind. Right? Because, I mean, and I've been doing a great job trying not to destroy things for a while, even before. But obviously that failed because of Punch-Out and all that other sort of stuff. But, anyways, I'm sorry for the angry rant, but shit like that just bothers me. And I avoid, since I know you mentioned you have anger issues too, and other things like that, and I know that shit probably bothers you or some shit. To some extent. You know, because, God, that shit bothers me a lot, too. It bothers me a lot on a regular basis, and I'm, honestly, and Dad hasn't done nothing other than that since, but I'm just saying, like, and I still haven't, and the reason why I haven't talked to Dad about things, and this is the reason I don't talk to Dad about things, is because I learned over the years, right, that depending on what you bring up with my dad, it will either start something or it won't. And it is a 50-50 on that. And that's why I never approach. You know, I never approach with something that is unfair or unjustified. Oh, geez, I just got a visual memory of me slamming my fucking hand in that wall over there. But, yeah, unresolved issues. I definitely have unresolved issues. And then you probably wonder why I'm mad all the time, but I digress. That's not, well, I mean, it is a reason why I'm mad, but it doesn't, like, fuel the tank, you know what I'm saying? Well, it does, but it doesn't at the same time. Only when I bring it up, it'll fuel the tank, but I digress. Anyways, so I was seeing Void's crash video here. Again, I apologize for saying motherfucker, but, like, about Dad. Oh, this was Snogo, wasn't it?
Oh my god.
Snogo or Snow Blitz?
I'm gonna hit somebody.
Yep, Snogo. Right? I was thinking of reacting to this video too, but... Or even making a short, just saying when Alan does plats in 2025 for Crash 2, be like... Um, Jesus. But, but you basically get it, right? It was bad, dude. And, I think, honestly, like, Crash Bandicoot and a lot of other things, like, throughout my life, you know, I think I honestly have a lot of, and I know that's hilarious to say, but I think I actually have a lot of unresolved trauma from a lot of different things I have done in my life. And I say that because, you know, I have a lot of moments with, like, me and Dad that didn't really get resolved. What we kind of do is we kind of just bury it under the hatchet and don't talk about it, you know, after a while, and that's pretty much how it goes for a lot of incidents and situations that we get ourselves in, especially if we have an argument. And I remember Chris was always saying, like, bro, like, that is not how you solve shit at all, you know? That is literally just one thing added to the many other instances that this has happened, or that is how you make an incident worse, essentially, or that's how you allow someone or something to build trauma or something, or whatever the fuck, right? Because this, like, situations like this have happened many times over the years, and a lot of those, again, have gone completely unresolved. And a lot of it, we just avoid it, you know, get it, avoid, because your name is Void, so avoid. We just avoid talking about it, or if we do bring it up, there are situations where we just bury, like, for example, like, there's a lot of, like, small arguments and small issues that are not even worth bringing up anymore. And what I mean by small issues, as in, like, we argued about, something stupid, right? Something very stupid. Or we got mad at each other for 5, 10 seconds, or 20 seconds. We'll bury that and just forget about it, right? But it's like a mix of small and a mix of big situations that we buried in the hatchet. And I feel like because of all of those big moments and small moments we buried in the hatchet over the years, it's kind of built something in me that, you know, kind of, like, for example, every time my dad puts on The Warning, or, and I'm not joking about this, right? You can look up the band. The Warning, Chris Cornell, Chris Cornell, The Warning, and maybe a few other bands. If he puts music on blasting out loud in the slightest bit, because he would mostly do that when he was drunk, and this would be like a crazy routine we would do, where we would be forced to listen to the music either way, because, you know, it's blasting on the TV, so even if we're in the room, we were forced to dance, we were forced to go chill with them for hours, and I mean hours on end, and it wouldn't end unless he passed out, you know, or anything. I'm not saying he was abusive during that time, but there was a lot of moments, too, that led to full-on arguments and whatever, and all that stuff. I mean, even Louis' head hit the fan, because Dad accidentally picked him up, and he didn't intentionally do it. He meant to pick him up, raise him high, because he was excited about something, but then his head hit the fan, and Louis called the cops on that, and, you know, but that was a whole thing. Dad could have went to jail a long time ago for that, years back, but the cops were lenient enough and nice enough to let him slide. But that was a whole thing. And there's just a lot of moments where Dad did that, and that, because of that, I can't even listen to The Warning without feeling some type of way after it. And, you know, I know Dad doesn't realize that, but I legit And I legit can never like that band or even think of them the same. I mean, just imagine, right, being forced to do something over and over and over again with a drunk relative that you don't want to be around. You don't want to be around that energy. You don't want to be around it, and all that other sort of shit. I mean, don't even get me started when I fucked up my hand and Dad proceeded to get drunk the next night anyway and tried to talk to me that night. It's actually in one of these vlogs, caught on stream. Some of my dad's actions and shit. And even on my older channels, some of my dad's actions of him being drunk has been caught on camera because I filmed it. And yeah, but anyways, the point is, right, is I can't listen to the warning without thinking, or any loud music, most loud music. I think I've actually gotten some serious paranoia after that. If it isn't noise that I'm creating, or noise that's pretty far away from me, right? Like pretty far as in like, you're like far the fuck away. If you're far the fuck away, you're fine. But if you're up close to me listening to that shit, blasting that shit, and it's shit I don't usually vibe to, I become super paranoid. I mean, dude, I can't even put my headset on, like my headset for PlayStation like this, right? And if my dad's listening to a music video or something, even concert music videos, I can't even stand or tolerate. Because my dad would be drunk blasting those too, right? Just blasting shit he usually would like. And because of all that, and all those times I was forced to hang out, times to chill and whatever, I can't deal with loud noises. Sometimes I would take my headset off so fast, turn around to hear if it's my dad playing the shit. You know, or something. And it's hard for me to even hear movies on the other end. You know, watching like my dad watching movies on the other side. Because keep in mind, my dad isn't like me and Louie, where he listens to the movie in the ears or on a headset. He'll listen to that shit out loud, right? And 9 times out of 10, like I said, because of all those moments, I actually have some serious trauma and some serious paranoia from that. And I can't tolerate that type of shit. And I probably won't ever tell my dad about it because I don't want my dad to kind of react like, oh, so I can't do what I like to do anymore type shit. Basically what you're saying. I can't do any of that. You know? And I don't want my dad thinking like that. Because I don't want to be controlling. You know? Because I remember during a certain phase with, you know, Sandra, you know, I was telling Dad at one point that don't be with her, don't do anything with her because she's a problem. She's not really going to help you in life. She's just going to make your life worse or whatever. Or I don't even remember the shit I said, right? Or the shit, how I felt, right? But after explaining it 1 or 2 times about it, you know, Dad came up with the conclusion that we were controlling him and whatever, or trying to control him in a certain way. And I was just like, okay, I was just putting my 2 cents in the fucking thing, but, and this is also another reason why I don't express myself that much to my dad, other than, how you doing, what's up? If something's bothering me on my mind, I will go to Dad about it every now and again, but I would go to you guys before my dad on certain situations. A lot of the time. That's how much I don't want to talk to my dad about things. We're very light when it comes to each other in a way. There's a lot of moments where we are emotional with each other, but then there's a lot of moments where we're just not. You know? And there's so many other situations that are like so 50-50. My voice is starting to get a little scratchy. Hold on, let me get one of those throat things. Because keep in mind, I'm still sick, bruh, so drink water. Yeah, oh shit, I had a purified water in the fridge. You're right. Hold up, I have water right here. Right here? I have water, so. This is the purified water I was talking about. I got at the gas station. I have tons more in the big fridge. But yeah, and I know talking to you guys about it, I know people might say, Alan, this is wrong, because I've had so many people like tell me in the past or other times where they're saying to me like, Alan, this is wrong, talking about your dad on stream like this, or talking about Louis on stream, or talking about me on stream, or talking about Chris on stream like this, you know. Why don't you go handle that shit, you know, privately, you know. And I tell people, I say, bro, whatever bothers me, regardless of what it is or who it's from, I will talk about it if I feel like talking about it on stream. Exactly. It helps me. So I'm not bothered by it so much anymore. Or at least as much. But some people don't see it that way. Some people see it as like, you know, I'm the dickhead. Or I'm the person in the wrong. You know, quote unquote, for doing that. I mean, I remember the whole situation back in January when Chris and Jem started dating Louis' old online girlfriend or whatever. That was a whole thing. I explained why I was upset with Chris with that, like, kind of going behind Louis' back and doing that shit. But I eventually forgave Chris for doing that because, you know, it's a whole thing. I don't want to go too much into it, but that was a whole thing in January that happened. As an example, right? Or like another example, fucking car horn. I hate it when people like can't get their car straight. Are you feeling better now? Somewhat, yeah. But like, hold on, gotta blow my nose here. Part of me was thinking about doing Ninja Gaiden 3 today, and I'm like, no, nigga, chill. Chill out, man. You just did Ninja Gaiden 1, chill. You're done, don't do too much gameplay. You're sick right now. I mean, just doing, like, Ninja Gaiden 1 today was wild, alright? That was 2 hours. You really want to spend another 2, possibly 3, 4 hours on the third? But, yeah, and it's just like, I go through so many of these situations and incidents, not on a regular basis. It's every now and again, right, that I go through shit like this. And I try my best not to really bring it up because I don't want a pity party or anything. You know, I only talk about it, again, to kind of relieve myself from it, you know, not to have everyone be like, oh, man, I'm sorry, man, I'm sorry, I pity you. You know, I feel bad for you, you know, because I already know there's way too many people that want that shit in the world today, and it's crazy how many people want that pity party, you know, and, but anyways, moving on, let's move on a little bit. Fuck, I was angry there for a little bit. I mean, no thanks to fucking Lexi a little bit, just saying that shit out the blue, just a little bit of blue. But yeah, did you like the songs? I have not listened to the Sonic one yet, because, or the RxGM X Ren YT, because I haven't listened to them because I wanted to full-on react to them. I wanted to react to those videos like live for the first time so I can hear it out and stuff, you know? See if I need to make an RxTM edition or something, or, for example, like, if I just hear it out live, you know, first impressions anyway. Because imagine reacting to something you've already seen, and it's like, okay, I reacted to it for the first time, but it was my second time actually watching it, you know. Not as crazy as the very first time. Oh yeah, it's 3 right now. I need to feed the babies in an hour or two, because I don't think they've eaten since this morning. Or I don't think, like, Muff has since this morning, and Pip hasn't since this morning, which was 6 o'clock. But usually I want to try and feed them at dinner time. Yeah, that's smart. Yeah. Not that I don't want to watch it, but it's like I really want my first reaction to it to matter, you know? Because think about it, yeah, but that's bleh, you get it. Sometimes I over exaggerate. I'll try. Hold on, I gotta text Nick back. Hold on. I'll try. Just want to let you know I'm sick. I'll try. I just want to let you know I'm sick. I'm sick. Dude, it sucks being sick, but a part of me is like, I feel like this sickness, right? You have 3 to 4 or 4. I have 3 to 4 songs. Oh, yeah, that's true because the different versions count too. But it sucks being sick, but I don't think this sickness was as bad as last year's or the year before. Because when I was sick, right? When I was sick, the year before this, bro, it was bad. I was sick for, like, really sick for over a week. I'm talking, like, I could barely move, like, for more than a day or two. I felt like shit for way more than a day or two. Right now, I've only been sick for 3 days, and I feel like I'm at 75% right now. Like, day 1 is like, it starts. Day 2 is like the worst of it. Day 3 is like, I feel like this is like a baby small cold. That's what I'm feeling this is. Right? And I'm actually grateful it's a small cold instead of like a massive cold because I honestly do not want to get sick. Even a small sick, like a small flu or something, I do not want to be sick. Makes you feel any better, so am I. And I was told if I didn't show up. Fuck, man. Jesus. Fuck work, man. Nick just texted me, makes you feel any better. So am I. And I tried to call it sick and was told if I didn't show up to hand in my key the next day. So, fuck me. I was hoping on finishing most Squid Games. I got you. Yeah, okay, fuck it. Why not? I got you. We'll do it. Yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it. You know. But I gotta make sure I'm off this PlayStation because I don't want to be on it too long because I do want to do like Mario Party videos and other things. And I got a lot to edit already. But excuse me. Do a reaction on tablet would be better? You mean like? Do you mean like when I'm screen recording like something, or do you mean like as in like right now? Like I flip the camera around with my front camera and I react to the song right now. Is that what you're talking about? Fuck Nick's workplace because of that, man. Like, that man was trying to genuinely call out sick. How you do? Okay, then yeah, I get you. Yeah, I'd rather have it that way too, way more. Because the only issue I have with this camera is it brightens up way too fucking much, or it brightens down way too much. And there's really no setting I can do, even through YouTube, to really fix that setting or camera setting whenever I do things on stream like this. That's the only issue I have. Other than that, I don't have much of a problem. It kind of like overexposes everything. Like it shows me I look darker, but on stream I'm way brighter. It's weird how that looks. But I definitely can do that. I don't know about right now though, but oh my goodness. I hate this snot stuff. See how many views I have on one short? 44. You can get way more. Huh, someone just commented on my Cuphead video. But, see how many views I have on one short? 44. Yeah, I bet you can get so much more. Also, speaking of shorts, I uploaded a few today. Since I realized I didn't upload any in 4 days, I uploaded this one, that one, that one, that one, that one, and that one today. I uploaded all of these. And I would appreciate if you check them all out. Especially this one. This one's about a minute or so, a minute 57, almost 2 minutes. So, it's a good voiceover of that. It's kind of funny. It's Mario Sonic vs. Mecha Sonic from Super Mario Bros. Z. Definitely check that one out. It has not a lot of views because longer shorts don't do as good as shorter shorts in the algorithm. But, yeah, that happened. And, yeah. So, check all that out, man. Also, you guys really love the fucking Xenoverse one, you know. But, anyways, I digress. So, yeah. And I'm just saying in general, too. Alright. Yeah, we'll do it, but so, meaning I better get off and not be on as long. Damn, Nick wants to try to finish Squid Games and The Ranch. Hold on, to be there for a fat minute. I'll let Louie know that I'm going to try to hang out with Nick tonight. I will see you on that reaction. Alright, I'll try and do it since you're not leaving till the 18th. I'll try and do it. I mean, usually, because I probably could do it just tomorrow since I know Dad says keep it light. And that is a way of keeping it light by doing something where I'm just reacting to shit. But, that wouldn't be a bad idea to kind of get on that reaction stream or something or whatever. So maybe tomorrow or maybe I can do it sometime. I don't know, man. Because I do shit depending on how I feel. Like, if I feel like playing Mario in the moment or Sonic in the moment or doing something, it all depends on how I feel, right? So, I'll do it eventually. That's what I'm trying to say. Anyways, I'm going to end this vlog. If you guys enjoyed that, leave a like. I know this video is monetized, so it might have been annoying for you to get an ad right out the gate. But, yeah. Thank you for watching. Let me know your thoughts on everything I said in this stream. And, yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow with something. I don't even know. Like, do I want to do Gaiden? Do I want to do Ninja Gaiden 3? Do I want to do that reaction stream? What do I want to do? But, yeah, till next time, guys. Peace out.